Morning, so I'm just going to hop on my bike and we're heading out to Kinyinya, which is just a little bit out on the outskirts of Kigali, because we're off to a pottery workshop, pottery cafe. So I'm going to go there and check out what they've got, because in the past I think they made sangria jugs and like milk pourers for our restaurant, and I need a few more. I need some little sauce bowls and some little milk pourers, so I'm going to go and see what they've got. And also I need breakfast. So Kinyinya is a bit out in the burbs, but it's a nice drive. Wave hello to Mr. Chips on the right. The guy asked me to park a bit closer in. So I made it. It's really nice here. It's just a little shop on the side of the road, but it's got a good signpost and it's on the main road, so on the paved road, which is really good. I'm just going to have some breakfast and then I'm going to have a little look around. And for the breakfast, I've ordered a Rolex, which is what I actually want for breakfast. And I've also ordered the French toast, because I was a bit shocked, because I've put French toast on our menu because I didn't think anywhere else in Kigali did it, but they do. So I'm just going to see, because sometimes things are on menus and they're not the same as what I would think they would be. So I'm just going to have a little look at what their interpretation of French toast is. And yeah, I've put cinnamon French toast on ours, so it's more of a sweet breakfasty sort of thing with condensed milk and a bit of syrup, so it's quite a sweet dish. But I would like to see, because you can have sweet and you can have savoury, so it'd be interesting to see what it is. Yeah, but I'm excited to look around. It's really nice here, and it's nice and shaded in the heat as well, which is good. Just watching the news about the Ebola outbreak. Really nice. It was a bit loud out by the road. There was a lot of traffic going past and the coffee machine and everything. So the lady said, do you want to go and sit out back? And I was like, out back? And she brought me around here. There's a whole garden behind it. It's really, really nice. I will just say though that the food is taking a while to arrive, which surprises me, because French toast and Rolex are like really simple. Rolex is basically an omelette in a chapati, and French toast is just bread in milk and egg and fried. So it's taking a little bit of time to come, and these are things that I think I noticed so much more, because I know these are problems that we're going to have with our own restaurant. Like, speed of service is a big issue in Kigali, and I know it will be for us as well. So I think it's definitely given me more of an appreciation of the struggles of, don't know what that was. I think it's definitely given me more of an appreciation of the struggles of restaurant owners in Kigali, just like listening to my friends who have restaurants, and like the daily kind of struggles with speed and accuracy and consistency. Yeah, we'll see how it goes when we open next week. Oh wow, this is a lot of food. So this is the Rolex. It looks really, really good. Toasted chapati. And here we've got the French toast. It is what I would consider French toast, but let's have a taste of it and see. Yeah, it smells like French toast. Slightly sweet, but quite dry. You can see that the egg batter hasn't really soaked into it as much, but it comes with fruit, with a bit of apple on. I'm really surprised because this, I think, was only about 3,000 or 4,000. The Rolex here is substantial. Really good value for money, I think. It's interesting. I was just really curious about the French toast to see kind of how ours will compare. Definitely doing it slightly differently. We're doing it with cinnamon, and like I said, the condensed milk. So again, it will be sweet like this. But it's interesting. It's curious to know about the bread as well, because we're really struggling to decide what kind of bread to use. Something you need to know in Rwanda is the last Saturday of every month is Umuganda, which is like a national community service day, and every shop will start in the afternoon on that day. So if you're not familiar with Rwanda, just remember, last Saturday of every month, get up later. Something that I learnt is that Kigali Pottery have a room where you can watch the pottery being made. And you can also book a pottery experience where you get to make your own. Whilst I was there, a family came in and it looked like a brilliant experience for kids. It was really fascinating to watch. There's also 2 whole rooms full of pottery to look at. Pretty much everything you could imagine being made from ceramics. I really enjoyed browsing the shelves. I went in there knowing what I wanted, but saw loads of other stuff I liked as well. Then it was back to my own restaurant as I tried to clear out the shed with our guard forced in. Years of stuff had piled up in there, so we had a good sort through. And our bar manager, Joseph, had started setting up the glasses. They looked really smart. We had some fairy lights donated by one of our guests. And there was a beautiful big moon through the bamboo. The place really lights up at night. It does look really beautiful, doesn't it? We've done such a good job. Fix the lighting in the side booth. Morning, entertaining start to the day. My bike went in for a warning light issue the other day. It would go off and then it would come back on. So I took it to the mechanic. When I went to collect it, it was just idling. It had been left idling, and I think that had used up the last of the petrol. And last night when I was driving home from the restaurant, I felt like the power had gone. Something wasn't right. I thought we were about to break down, but it made it home. I coasted down the hill to home, and I was thinking about it. I think I've run out of petrol, but the warning light, the petrol light isn't on, and I'm wondering if when he fixed the warning light issue, because he said it was a wiring issue, and I'm wondering if he just unplugged the wire for the warning light. Maybe I'm doing a disservice, but maybe it could have happened. And in so doing, also undid the light to the petrol. So I think I might have run out of petrol. So this morning I ran up the road and I got myself some petrol, but apparently it's sort of illegal to sell it in plastic bottles. I don't know if it's actually illegal to put it in any container, if it has to go into a vehicle. I don't think that's the case. I think you are probably allowed to put it into plastic jerry cans. I think it's just the thin plastic bottles that it's probably not allowed in. But the guy bent the rules for me and I am so grateful, because otherwise I'd be a bit stuck. So I'm just going to put this in and I'm going to see if it fixes the problem. Fingers crossed. Try and do this without spilling all over my paintwork, although my paintwork is so knackered. Oh shit. Really need a funnel, but I don't have one. Okay, let's wipe up the mess. I'm a bit worried because we're on a slope, so I don't know if that petrol has entirely made it into the tank. Well, there's one way to find out. All right, well, the petrol's in. I have also completely run out of cat food today and my cats are looking at me like they'd like to murder me. So I'm going to see if we can make it to the actual petrol station, get a full tank of petrol, and then probably go and get some cat food.
Then it was time for more fun in the kitchen, plating up some desserts to try to figure out what looks good and tastes good.
Definitely got parking issues. I think that one might be ours as well.
Today we invited some friends over to try the menu and discovered a very important point. Portion control matters. We ordered tilapia fillets from a supplier, and some were twice the size of others.
So we're completely without electricity. So it's all dark because we have no electricity at the moment.
It came back on later though, so we cut up this old clothes stand to repair our restaurant sign. Safety goggles. Safety goggles would be good here.
Hey guys, we've got our sign up. Look at that. Rukundo's painted the frame. It's looking nice. I'm just sitting here in the office and I've discovered something quite cool, but I've got no idea why we have it. So I found this on one of the windowsills and put a piece of paper in it like that, and you do this. You get a little paper star. How fabulous is that? But I'm not too sure what we would use it for. Every day here is a voyage of discovery. Honest to goodness, I'm about to scream. It is 20 to 6 in the evening. I'm trying for the third or fourth time to make my application for a restaurant license with the FDA, and the light just keeps going out, the power just keeps going. So we actually do have functioning internet today, but only when there's electricity, because when the electricity goes down, the router goes down. And this is the second time in about 20 minutes, the power's just gone poof. So having a bit of a day of it. But of course, when the lights come back on, the power comes back on, you've then got to wait about, 5 or 6 minutes for the whole route, well, probably about 3 minutes for the entire router to boot back up again. And then you're just about to start doing what you're doing again, and boom, off it goes again. So I've had enough. I feel like I want to stop, but we open in about 2 days and I have got so much to do. It's piling up, and between the slow internet and the power cuts and 101 other things like the online system's not functioning, It's a bit of an uphill struggle at the moment. Definitely a bit of an uphill struggle, but we're getting there almost. So let's hope the electricity stays on. Spoiler alert, the electricity didn't stay on. Oh guys, I'm treating myself this evening. I love these. They are fresh spring rolls from Asian Kitchen. Love them. And chicken pad thai with their world-class peanut sauce, which is just amazing. And I've ordered something very special for dessert, so just going to wait for that to arrive. Hi guys, so it's pudding time, and I am so happy to see that these guys still exist. They are called Kigali Tiramisu, and they are literally a company, and all they do is deliver tiramisu. That's the only dish that they have. For any Black Books fans, I'm going to eat my tiramisu with a long spoon. And yeah, I'm just really happy to see this. Oh, it's just delightful. Just a huge, great big tub of tiramisu. Muri hegwe? That is delightful. I mean, to be honest, I really just need a pick-me-up right now because I've just wasted an entire evening. I had so much to do. I have a website to build, emails to send, a whole load of stock for the kitchen to order, and our internet is nowhere to be seen again. Literally, Canal Box sent out yet another SMS saying, oh, sorry, the internet's slow, and telling us all to be patient. Like we haven't all been extremely patient since the beginning of this year. I don't know how business can continue to function without internet. It's just very stressful, especially when you've got deadlines looming, you know, and you just... Anyway, I'm going to stop going on about it and eat my tiramisu. I've just realised something. This cream here, that is the type of cream I'm kind of looking for at the moment. I had a whole cream debacle. It's really hard to find proper good cream here. That is proper cream. Where did they find this? I think I'm going to have to contact them and see if they will give up their secrets.